This is unbearable.
What's the matter, Mell? You have hardly touched your food. Lost your appetite?
I've never been a very big eater.
No? Then why don't you give the rest to your friend here? It's a bit bland, but it's passable. Wouldn't you say?
This pressure is nothing if not overwhelming.
How does he expect anyone to eat with the air so tense?
And Mell refuses to even look at him.
Considering he's the reason Mel's involved in this at all, I can understand not wanting to make eye contact.
Or even be in the same room.
Are you not going to eat either? Don't worry, there's no poison in it.
Thought never even crossed my mind. Why'd you think I would be concerned about my meal being poisoned?
It was only a joke.
I don't see the Lord anywhere.
He's gone back to his manor.
I thought you were his bodyguard.
He's a lord. He has more than one guard.
Why did you invite us to supper?
Is there any reason I shouldn't have?
There are plenty.
Such as?
Like,
I imagine anyone would feel a bit overwhelmed dining with the Lord's personal bodyguard.
like that.
In fact, I'm surprised you two knew each other at all, let alone were on good enough terms to share supper together.
You haven't told this man anything, have you, Mell?
Nothing. All I told him was that you were the Lord's bodyguard.
I see. You want to know what kind of terms we're on?
What?
We are accomplices. Such a shame this was how your reunion had to turn out. You finally get to see him again, only to learn he's a criminal.
What? Wait. What are you...
What crimes might you be referring to?
Take a guess. What sort of atrocities do you think we are committing?
What is he doing? Why would he tell you that?
He wants to gauge my reaction, I assume. I have to choose my words carefully. I can't say too much, but won't get anywhere saying nothing either. How should I handle this? I had no idea.
All I am asking you to do is guess. Just say the first thing that comes to mind.
You're putting me on the spot, telling me my friend is a criminal and asking me to guess his crime. Did you honestly think you would get any sort of answer out of me?
You make a fair point. Then allow me to change the question. If you found out a friend of yours was a criminal, would you still be able to be their friend? That question make you uncomfortable too? Consider it a sort of sideshow to liven up our meal. Don't take it too seriously.
It would depend on if they feel guilty about what they've done, and if they have any intention of making penance for their crimes. And Mell, well, he's someone who would be ashamed of any wrongdoing he might or might not have participated in.
I see.
What about you? You had done something you knew to be wrong. Would you be ashamed? Would you make penance?
Maybe. Maybe not. You have one hell of a friend here, Mell. Michelle. That was your name, wasn't it? Do you have any other friends?
I don't have many, no.
Any in this land?
No. Why do you ask?
I don't have any friends here either. Or maybe I never had any at all.
Maybe he wants to be your friend, Michelle.
Somehow I doubt that.
Yeah, I guess not.
Any family?
I left home some time ago.
Are they too far to visit regularly?
What do you want to know?
I am in a similar situation myself. I thought it might be nice to find some common ground.
I find it difficult to take him at his word.
So you made the long journey all the way out here, so you could see him?
That I did.
This is just a small detour in his travels. That's what you told me, isn't it?
That's right.
How very gracious of you to go so far out of your way for him. Oh, and Mell. I have a question for you as well.
What kind of question?
Think of it like a little game. You're standing on the edge of a cliff. On your left is your sister, and on your right, him. They are both about to fall. You can only save one of them. Whose hand do you grab? Surely this isn't the first time you've heard this scenario proposed. It's not real. It's just hypothetical. Don't take it so seriously. Come on, it's just a game. You know that, right?
You don't need to answer. As he said, I'm only here to see him. When I heard that there was going to be a festival, I requested permission to remain here until then. If that pleases you for any reason, I apologize. By hypothetical or not, a question like that makes it uncomfortable for everyone involved. Or are you trying to make him feel cornered?
Not at all. It was merely a question. I never meant to make him uncomfortable. My apologies. Now, I suppose I should take my leave. As it seems my presence makes it hard to enjoy the food. Relax. I am not staying here tonight. I won't get in the way of your reunion anymore. You said you would be here until the Harvest Festival. They're supposed to be putting on quite the impressive event. Look forward to it.
May I ask you one thing before you go? What do you think of the nun? Are you very close to her?
I am not close to anyone.
So, yeah. Thank you. I was hoping to handle it better than that. But I just can't seem to keep it together around him. I'm really sorry.
I can hardly blame you.
Thanks. There's something really unsettling about him.
Can't say I agree. I can't say I disagree.
What was the deal with that question, anyway?
The cliff one?
Yeah,
I think it's best you don't linger on it.
any way you look at it, he had to be... Never mind. Anyway, keep your eye out. He'd probably want to be extra careful tonight. After all that, I'm scared he might be up to something. There's no saying where he's actually went.
I'm with Mell. I have a bad feeling about what he might do.
After a conversation like that, it would be crazy not to be on alert. To be wise, yes. Plan to head straight back to my room.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Do you really think we'll be able to get his key? I still can't bring myself to believe that there's anything between him and the Saintess. And the Lord's pretty much always inaccessible.
Does the Lord say anything when you're all together?
Such as?
Anything at all? Something to give me some idea what kind of person he is.
Sorry. I've got nothing. I usually keep my mouth shut when I'm with them. And they hardly talk to each other either.
I see.
Sorry. I'm pretty sure you've already heard this. But the Lord's an incredibly suspicious man. I'm not sure he's capable of trusting anyone at all. So it's not really a situation where I can go up and ask him about his personal life. After several failed assassination attempts, among other things, he's just grown to be suspicious of everyone around him. If someone's walking up to him and he even thinks they might try something, that's all it takes for him to have them beheaded. As a person, his reputation's awful, but he has done a ton to improve the city's economy. So the merchants and the artisans think he's alright.
And out of curiosity, what is the Lord's name?
Huh? Oh, you don't know that either. His name is Francois Barnier.
What?
That name doesn't fit him at all.
Not one bit. It does not look like a Jean Francois.
That mean he's not the Lord, then?
No, the Lord is the only other person did enough to earn Morgana's wrath, be on the receiving end of her reconstruction wish. It has to be him. But between this and the nun being named Marie, things are starting to get a bit muddled.
Hold on a second. I think I've heard the name Barnier somewhere.
There's a diary in the library when I lived in the mansion, as I recall. Written by someone named Barnier. Actually, now that I think about it, that same diary also showed up in Mell's next life. In it, he was complaining about not having gotten the larger of the family estates.
In a bad harvest, I think. That was one of the books your family sent you, right?
Actually, that was the one book they didn't. It was already in the library when I arrived.
You think he could have written it?
He thought it was just scribblings of a disgruntled noble. But the book really is that old. I'm amazed it was in such good condition for so long. We can't be more than 100 years behind our own time, so it's not inconceivable it would still be in good shape then. But Mell came back many hundreds of years after that. It's almost like it was frozen in time.
You know, I think time actually may have been stopped during the times that the mansion wasn't present in the living world. I kept it clean, yes. But one person going around dusting wouldn't be enough to keep it from falling into disrepair over hundreds of years.
What on earth is that mansion? It's also part of Morgana's miracle?
What's the matter? You've just been standing there staring off into space.
Oh, sorry, I got lost in thought.
You seem to do that a lot. Just go off into your own world. I swear you've got to be more absent-minded than me. That's not important, though, I guess. Anyway, so I've been trying to think of ways I can help, but... Sorry, I haven't been able to come up with anything.
It's fine. I was only glad to have you on my side.
Sure. Well, I should get back to my room. If you have any good ideas, let me know.
I will. Should head back too.
I know we don't have much time, Michelle, and that concerns you, but try not to agonize over it too much.
Sorry. After how well yesterday went, it just feels like we're come to a screeching halt. Honestly, I'm having trouble processing everything.
How about, for now, we just focus on the immediate issues?
I suppose.
To start with, we're going to want to talk to the nun again tomorrow. We might have an easier time if we brought Mell or Nellie along. She'd probably be more inclined to believe us about the observation tower if it came from them.
That might work. Though, it presents another potential problem. What if she doesn't believe them, it could put the two of them at risk. There's also the chance she's not involved with the swordsman at all, as she claims. In which case, convincing her doesn't get us any closer to getting the truth out of him. Maybe it would be better to approach it from the Lords.
Did you hear that? It came from over by the window. Maybe it's a cat.
I'll go check. Huh? Kyle.
Gah! Damn it, there's someone in there.
It's Ghost! There's a ghost out there! Get away from the window! Hurry! You don't want it to possess you!
Calm down. Your scream startled me far more than anything.
How am I supposed to calm down? We have to go find Mell and get another room. We can't stay in this one any longer. No way.
I don't think it was a ghost. In fact, I'm going after them.
What? No, you can't be serious. Michelle!
Pretty sure they went this way.
Let's go back to the mansion. You're chasing a ghost. You're out of your mind.
You know, now that I think about it, she's essentially a ghost herself. Afraid of another ghost. I think I saw movement in the bushes over there. Is this the one?
Gah, you found me.
Is that who I think it is?
Be a good boy and pretend you never saw me. Got it? I'm off.
Hold on!
Go after her.
Stop! Please! I want to talk to you!
You stop! Why are you chasing me? For the record, I wasn't breaking in for nefarious reasons. So you don't need to take me into those guards.
I'm not going to report you. All I want to do is talk.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well, I do, so please, stop!
What's your deal anyway? You some kind of creep?
No!
How the hell's a man chasing a woman down a dark road not a creep?
As you look any less suspicious.
Screw off! And stop chasing me, damn it!
Then stop running! Alice.
Is someone there?
Huh?
Perfect. Help! Please! I'm being chased by a strange man!
What are you?
He's going to do terrible things to me!
Is this as bad as it looks?
It's worse.
What's going on here?
Wait a minute. Don't do anything rash. I can explain. I'm completely innocent.
Maria?
Well then.
Things are suddenly looking better for us.
So it seems.
What are you doing here, Maria?
Wait, are you? Is that you, Pauline?
Huh?
What? They know each other? And she called her...
So I was right. That is your name.
That is my earthly name. It is not who I am now. I am Marie. I no longer go by that name.
Marie? That's your name? That's a fucking laugh. You're joking.
I am not.
And that outfit. You become a nun or something? That part of the gag? That's why you call yourself Marie, huh? Name suits you a hell of a lot better than me. The Virgin Mary's namesake grows up to be a whore, while sweet little Pauline grows up to be a genuine Virgin Mary. What do you say? Want to take my earthly name and I'll take yours?
You don't have to be so crude.
Seems like it could go south very quickly.
That reminds me. I heard word there was a saintess or whatever at the church here. That you? A saintess, huh?
That's just what people call me. I don't actually consider myself a saint.
Pure as ever, I see. If it were me, I'd let him put me up on that pedestal, bask in their worship for a while. Then swipe all the tithes and get the hell out.
You're unbelievable, Maria.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't take what I say so seriously.
What did you come here for, Maria?
That's what whores do. We come and go. We're anywhere and everywhere, and then we're gone.
You do realize this is a church, right?
I know. Sacred ground, no place for a dirty old prostitute like me. I'm going to hell, yada yada yada.
I didn't say that. I would prefer if you refrained from working on church property.
I was on my way out, in fact. But then that white-haired dude came after me.
I do believe you tried to break into my room first.
What? You keep your mouth shut.
You tried to break in? What for?
What's it matter for what for? I'm a whore. Maybe someone hired me. Or maybe I came to pillage the tithe box.
Was it the Lord? Is that who you came to see?
Huh?
Why would you assume the Lord of all people? There are plenty of other men in need of my services.
Thought there might be something between you two.
There's nothing between us.
Everyone's denying their connections to each other.
So, since you're here, Maria, do you want to stop by my place for a bit?
So you can grill me about what I'm here for?
No. I will admit I'm curious, but you don't want to talk about it. I won't try and force you. We just haven't seen each other in so long. I'm sure we've got plenty to catch up on. Come on, surely you can stay for tea at least?
They don't call you the saintess for nothing, huh? You'll even invite a whore into your house for friendly chit-chat.
I wish you'd stop calling me that. old friend who I haven't seen in years. It's only natural to want to catch up, is it not?
They're old friends?
Not sure that exactly applies to us, you know. But sure, why not? Though, to tell you the truth, I have no idea what the hell we'd even talk about, so I'll agree to come on one condition. White hair here comes with.
Who? Me?
You can't let this opportunity go. Now that we know that none is Pauline, we might be able to get more out of her.
That's fair, but still.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am bringing a man into the house with only girls.
Not sure how comfortable I am going.
What's the big deal? You afraid he might turn feral?
No, I just...
He ain't that kind of guy. You've got nothing to worry about.
You seem to trust me quite a bit for someone you just met.
Not so much trust. More like the air you give off.
Air?
You don't look like you got the balls to do it.
What did you just say? Damn it. This stinks worse than she has any way of knowing.
Don't let it get to you. There's nothing you could do about that.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go on, get your butts moving.
Okay.
Not sure like where this is going. Giselle's right though. This could be a good chance to get some new information. Huh? What is it?
I just remembered!
Is something vital?
She called me a creep! In the third door, she kept calling me a creep! It just occurred to me that she was talking about me like that behind my back. I can't believe she would do that!
Yeah, let it slide for now. It's something she does in the future, after all.
Creep, am I?
Well, consider what you were like at the time. I can't really blame her for thinking that.
I wish I could erase that phase of my life entirely. Even I get shivers thinking about the maid me.
Honestly, didn't think it was that bad myself.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Please do. That maid outfit, though, it's quite alright.
Oh, hello, dearest Michelle. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me?
Who's the pipsqueak?
She lives here. I took her in.
Oh, it's a strange lady. She's wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold in that?
Girl, you don't make it in this business worrying about the cold.
What kind of work do you do? Your clothes are really pretty colors, like something a princess would wear.
In a way, I am kind of like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around seducing.
Maria! She does not need to hear that.
Oh, what's the fuss? I'm just giving her a glimpse of the real world.
And you think now is the time for that?
This isn't awkward or anything.
Also, what's this dearest Michelle about? You two a thing or something? Seems a bit young for you.
No, that's just what that's just what she calls me.
That's what I call my brothers. My number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother's back at the church. Got the same color hair as me, and we look a little alike.
Oh, really? Must be a pretty good-looking fella if he's related to you.
Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good.
That's quite an assertion, Nellie.
So lively in here.
I'm stranded in uncharted territory.
Oh, I bet you're stiff as a board out there. Relax. Deep breaths.
You're asking the impossible.
All right. Well, sit down, make yourselves comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there.
The girls' night in. This will be fun. Why is Michelle here, though?
You had no idea how much I wish I knew.
Oh, that's not important. But you know what is? 3 girls, 1 guy. That's gotta be rough.
Actually, make that 4 girls.
Huh? Why would that be rough?
Tell me, you've got 3 girls in 1 room. What do you think they're going to be talking about?
Love? Romance?
And there he sits, all alone in a pink cloud of girl talk.
That sounds uncomfortable.
And we get to watch him twist and squirm.
That sounds like fun.
What do they think I am? Their plaything? I didn't just sense you smiling too, did I?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking I feel kind of bad for you.
Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. Morgana's still locked up in that tower even as we speak.
I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with the keys. We could very well learn something from their conversation that could lead to a breakthrough. So I say we participate, see where it goes.
What's this? Already friends, you two?
Yep, I like this new lady a lot.
She's a sweet little girl. What's not to love?
You know, kind of makes me jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Nellie.
What? No, it didn't. I don't think.
I don't know. It felt to me like you were keeping your distance.
Well, you know, it's not easy to walk up the courage to talk to a real-life saint.
Nellie, you know it's not that big of a deal. I'm not even a real saint. conversation.
Of romance?
How about your taste in guys?
Oh,
You have anyone? A crush? A special someone you do, don't you?
I am the servant of God the Father. So no, I do not have anyone.
Oh, come on, we won't tell. Promise? Forbidden love, so romantic, so exciting.
You know, I think you should go first, Nellie.
I like princely boys. Brother is the closest thing to my ideal. And I mean my real brother.
You don't say.
And you are Maria? What kind of guys do you like?
Me? I like a nice, subservient man. Someone who knows I'm in charge.
Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh?
Why not someone you can always count on? Or encouraging and supportive? Or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be...
Guys like that only light you little tween girls' fires. Things get a little more complicated as you get older. Life stops being quite so simple. So you start wanting to find someone who'll make the daily load of shit even a little bit easier to swallow.
Really? Not sure I want to grow up anymore.
Though I guess that's partly a result of who I am, so who knows? Maybe I'll have it a little better?
I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie.
Me? I suppose I could tell you who my favorite angels are.
No, it has to be someone real. You have to have someone.
I already told you. Ah, there's someone else who hasn't gone yet. I can go after that, can't I?
Huh. Who else is there?
You know, that's not a half bad idea.
Agreed, I want to know too.
No dodgy answers either.
What?
What kind of girl do you like, Michelle?
What? You're not supposed to bring me into the conversation.
Lighten up, loosen up. Let us have it.
It's a very complicated personal matter.
Then how about we make things simple? Turn it into a choice.
A choice?
Of the three of us, who ticks the most boxes on your complicated tastes?
Huh?
Don't think too hard about it, just pick one. Burn up with a charm. Me? The teensy tiny one? Or the nun? Who'll it be?
What on earth have I got myself into? The way it's staring at me. I'm not getting out of this. Alright, I'm gonna break the fourth wall a bit here. Let's consult a scale of conviction.
That's fantastic. If anyone votes A, I'm coming for you. I'm
Getting
coming
added
for
to the
you.
list immediately.
There.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the trip down memory lane. I mean, there's two options that are by far the more interesting choices than the others.
I mean, we know that he's kind of into bossy women, so.
Wait, what?
I think so.
Where gave you that idea?
He likes bossy bitch, let's be real. He pretends to hate it, but we know he loves it.
The immediate. Wait, what?
Oh my goodness.
I was half tempted to keep up the shenanigans, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not touching that A. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not touching that A.
I don't know,
Nobody
maybe
better.
he's trying to strike a chord, you know?
just to confirm, A is Maria, right?
No, it's supposed
Not
to
in
be
the poll.
No,
A is Nellie.
in the, on the poll, A is
Oh
Nellie.
yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no.
I'm telling you, Fry Man, we're not touching A. Whatever the fuck we do, we're not touching A.
Maria.
That wouldn't be funny.
Me? So you're into me, huh? Want to spend the night together then? I'll even give you a discount.
I was simply answering your question, not prepositioning you.
Why would he need a discount to spend the night with you?
We'd be doing more than just talking, girl. Oh no, it'd be grown-up fun, if you know what I mean.
Maria! I already asked you not to talk about that around Nellie.
Oh, quit being so overprotective. She's not a toddler. She knows what I'm talking about.
Grown-up fun?
You know what a man and a woman do in bed?
Oh! That's vulgar! You're both vulgar! You're vulgar for mentioning it, Maria, and you're vulgar for paying for it, Michelle.
I'm not paying for anything. I need money.
That's something you can only do with someone you really, really love after lots and lots and lots of time getting to know each other. A whole bunch of other stuff. It's not something you pay money for. I'm not even allowed to kiss if you're not in love.
That's about right. For most people.
That means you too, Maria. Have to stop this instant.
If I stop, I won't be able to make a living, and you'll find me starved to death in an alley somewhere.
What?
That's my life. I don't have to tell you what kind of work I do now, do I? Out there in the real world, there are more women than you can imagine who have to live like that. Swallowing their pride, selling their bodies, sucking up to people. Don't look so disillusioned. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to make you feel bad. And just so we're clear, I'm not discontented with how I ended it up. If anything, I mostly just hope you don't think worse of me for it.
I don't. thought when we were just getting to be friends. I'm just surprised, that's all.
As you should be. And I hope you keep it right on the straight and narrow.
Behind the third door, she was driven by a desire for vengeance. I guess she's not really a bad person, huh? I only answered the question because they were pressing me to. I'm not actually interested in her. I promise.
Took you long enough to remember me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I know. Though I think it would have been better if you had said you already had someone instead.
I assume there are only the 3 choices.
You need to learn to think outside the box. That said, can I ask you something?
Yes?
Why did you pick Maria?
Because she's bright and energetic. Like you. And people's choice.
That was a good answer, so I'll let you off the hook.
Thank goodness.
Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn.
What? Do I really have to?
You do. Everyone else has answered.
Like I said, I don't have anyone. Don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left?
Alright, sure. We can talk about that.
An orphanage?
Yep. Neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage.
No, the other answer is kind of interesting.
Oh, I thought you were referring to the A answer.
Oh, thank God, I thought you were gonna...
Huh? Me?
A lot of guys are into that, yeah.
I'm sorry. As a servant of God the Father, I cannot reciprocate your feelings.
Shot down on the spot!
Oh, poor Michelle.
Save your pity. You asked me to choose, so I chose. I didn't mean anything more than that.
I don't know. I'm not convinced you didn't fall for her the moment you laid eyes on her.
Oh, poor Michelle.
Listen to me.
What about me do you like? Out of curiosity.
What about you? I'll make things worse if say she seems like the safest option. No real reason.
It's not that hard to see what he likes. You're nice to everyone, you rarely get angry, you're hot as hell. And you've got huge knockers.
Maria, please!
Rude, dearest Michelle.
You stop heckling me already?
Michelle, there's something I need to ask you.
What is it, Giselle?
Did you fall for me because I have large breasts?
What? No, absolutely not!
If I didn't, would you love me?
Of course I would.
Alright, in that case, I'll pray for God to make me completely flat.
What?
See? I knew it. I knew you wouldn't love me anymore.
Of course I would. I just... Then why would you ask him to take back something he blessed you with?
You made her all the same.
How does liking big breasts make me a bad person?
The hell are you doing over there, Michelle? Owning your charades game?
Don't worry about it.
Does that mean the other boys won't be interested in me if mine aren't big too?
I can massage them for you so they'll get big.
You won't be too rough.
I'll be very gentle.
Maria? Nellie?
It's gonna get more uncomfortable.
Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn.
What? Do I really have to?
You do. Everyone else has answered.
Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea that I made. It's going to get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left?
All right, sure. We can talk about that. Oh no.
Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Son, say something.
Do you know how old I am, Michelle?
14 or so?
And how old are you?
27?
Hi, I'm Cristina. Why don't you take a seat?
Ew. Pedophile.
That is a bit of an age gap, I think.
You're gonna be like that about it, then don't make her an option!
I never thought you'd actually pick her, you know?
Everyone has their preferences, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about them. But some things you should keep to yourself.
I had no idea, Michelle.
Slow down! Don't all dogpile me at once! This is why I chose her.
You're welcome to defend yourself, but choose your words very carefully, or we'll tie you up and throw you out in the cold.
Nellie, she thinks of me as her brother, and she's the one I had the most time to get to know. So I chose her because, of the three of you, I'm the closer with her.
So you don't have any inappropriate feelings for me?
Not the slightest.
I don't know. You can say you don't, but that doesn't prove you're not secretly into that.
I'm telling you, I'm not!
Alright then, prove it.
Prove it?
Yep. Prove you're not a dirty pedo.
Right, I already have someone I love. So I'm not interested in children.
Oh? Well, then tell us about her. Prove you're not just making it up to get out of the hole you dug yourself. What do you like about her? When'd you fall for her? All the juicy details.
Huh?
I want to know too. Tell us, tell us. My number one brother ever. the girlfriend or slap her silly. But for you, my number 2 brother, I'll gladly congratulate you.
Let's start with her looks. Tell us what you like about her body.
Ugh.
Well, I'll be damned. Sounds like you really are head over heels for this chick. And it's kind of anticlimactic.
I had no idea you felt that way about me.
I want to bury myself alive.
I'm amazed you even noticed some of those things.
Could you please drop it?
Oh, but why? You just made my day!
I have no idea how humiliating it is. Being forced to say all that while I know you're listening. It's almost worse than being tortured.
You two are away from each other right now, though, aren't you? How sad.
Yes, it is. Why she may be here with me, I can't actually see her there.
It's hard being away from someone you love. Be praying you get to see her again soon.
Thank you.
Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn.
What? Do I really have to?
You do. Everyone else has answered.
Right, now for the real choice. I don't have money. Not Drake, not 2 kids. Not a very religious person. Yes, already have someone. Someone sang me a aria last year in Final Fantasy.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you weren't interested in women.
What?
What? Really? That's no fun. That's no fun. You can still tell us what lights your fire at least, even if you've already got someone.
Loving someone is a beautiful thing. I will pray for God to grant you both his blessing.
What's she like, though? I want to know. Tell us about her.
What she's like? She's so smiling. She's a very cheerful, energetic person. The opposite of me in many ways.
So, is she staying at the mansion with you?
No, I am here, alone.
Does she not feel the same way about you?
Unrequited love, is it? You poor thing. It won't be cheap, but I'll keep you company for the night if you want.
She loves me too.
Then why isn't she here? If you're a couple, you're supposed to stay together. Did you leave her behind when you left?
Circumstances prevent us from seeing each other right now. I can always feel her there by my side, but I can't see her.
But circumstances.
Now, Nellie, don't be crying. It's a personal matter. What I'm sure isn't easy for you.
Will you ever be able to see her again?
Have faith that I will. Because when I see her next in the flesh, I need to take her by the hands, look her in the eyes, and tell her something very important.
Michelle.
else getting in your way?
Women are fickle creatures, though. You may think she'll always love you, but spend enough time apart and who knows how those feelings might change. We're not as bullheaded as you guys tend to be. While you're here, away from her, she could find someone else she likes. Or maybe she already has. I would never.
Feelings will never change. She has spent more time waiting for me than can possibly imagine. Though there were times she lost sight of what she was waiting for. Deep down in her heart, she never forgot about me. I know that for a fact.
I don't buy that sickly sweet, her love is eternal crap one damn bit. It's short-sighted, ignorant. People change. Their feelings change. It's the ones you think you care most about who will inevitably stab you in the back one day. That's what people do. You've just never had the pleasure. But one day you will. You'll taste the bitterness of betrayal.
Is there anyone in your life you care about more than yourself?
Not a one.
You wouldn't understand what we have together then. But someday, if you ever find someone who means that much to you, I think you come to understand that it is possible to love someone even to do sometimes cause you pain.
You're telling this to a whore. That already has me out of the running.
I don't think that's true. Anyone can find someone, no matter who they are. Doesn't matter how old you are, or what kind of work you do, or if you're a noble or a peasant.
Oh, come on. You're making it sound like I'm the bad guy here.
In this case, she might actually be more mature than you, Maria.
Oh, shove it.
Now that Michelle's answered, it's your turn.
What? Do I really have to?
You do. Everyone else has answered.
Like I said, I don't have anyone. Oh, don't forget about the tea I made. It's going to get cold. Anyway, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What's happened after you left?
Alright, sure. We can talk about that.
An orphanage?
Yep. Neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage.
Beyond his second door, Pauline and her family seemed to be quite well off. I guess that's not the case here.
So you grew up together then? Sister Marie's never told me about her childhood before.
I don't like to talk about that.
Not the best of memories after all. I'd say we're both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director?
No, don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person.
Yeah, I know. In your mind, everyone's not a bad person. He always was fond of you. Perfect little angel you were.
I doubt he liked me any more than anyone else.
Compared to you, I was a damned gremlin.
Nellie? Cristina, are you there?
Looks like she's having connection issues.
Okay.
Lenny, can you kick her? It might be preventing her from joining because she's
Right,
still in
okay.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, if only worked, okay. You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria?
The naughtiest girl around. I throw rocks at the walls, making all these little holes, and one time I even filled the director's shoes with dog shit.
That would make anyone angry.
I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He'd make you go without supper or force you to sleep outside, shit like that.
That's awful.
I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something.
Like that would have made a difference. You adored the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they could be anything less than perfect. Completely blinded by faith.
I don't...
You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long. And because there are other people here.
This would probably be a good time to step in, Michelle. Change the subject or something. I feel kind of bad for her.
How long were you two together?
Until we were around 10, I think. Does that sound about right?
Sounds about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off. Ended up at a brothel. Been a whore ever since. It's been, what, 10 years now? I'm practically a veteran.
Did you like life at the brothel better than orphanage, Maria?
Between the two, I'd take the brothel any day. There, I've got friends and colleagues. Although, I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that same time. Is that where you worked, Maria?
Yep. What a nightmare that was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble's estate or the damned lord for that matter?
A brothel. Raided by bandits. 4 years ago.
What's the matter? Trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent?
No, I shouldn't be surprised. But I'm beginning to think Maria might have some contact with Morgana in life as well.
Oh?
4 years ago would make Morgana 12, and where was she then? I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana at that brothel?
You know Morgana?
So my suspicion was right.
Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits razed the place, I never saw her again. What a travesty that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us even survived. I figured she'd either been killed or sold off somewhere. But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? That's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since.
Stay with me, Cristina. Did she lose connection? Okay.
Yeah, I can actually personally attest that I was gonna message her, and Discord is like literally like showing her online then offline, then online then offline. It's like having connection issues or something.
Huh.
I guess you could say it's causing a lot of discord.
No, so that's how it got its name.
The timing on that was so funny.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, good.
Okay. Michelle, Morgana's the saint is his name, isn't it? Did you pick that up?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, because the thing's not moving now.
Ah, great.
Jeez, are you kidding?
Yeah, no, it's definitely connection issues for sure. If that's the case.
Yeah, I still see the line. That's what you told me.
Yeah. It's frozen on that.
Yeah, you're not the only one. That's alright.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yep.
I want to learn to play this, honestly.
Just-
I haven't played piano in decades, but yeah,
Still-
this would get me back into it.
I still can't see the line. Cristina?
I can see the line. It's like frozen. It just says, "That's what you told me."
Yeah, just go on. Say that.
Okay. That's what you told me.
Huh? Saintess?
That's right, Nellie. That's indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle.
And she's locked up in the tower now.
Locked up?
You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michelle?
It's not nonsense. Mell told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible about what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself.
Now you too.
We need the other 2 keys. And his bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you. But I was too afraid. You wouldn't believe me. And if you did believe me, something bad might happen to Mell.
It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. And the same goes for your brother as well.
What?
The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up and you can't get in. Or are all 3 of you after his well?
Of course not.
And you, Michelle, you need to stop planting these strange suspicions and...
See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one bit. You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything that contradicts someone you've decided to trust. Can the, watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell here. But the long and short of it is Morgana might be in that tower.
She is, yes. Might be possible to break down a door at a dozen or so people to help, but that's unfeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective.
So we need the other keys.
Correct.
It's not true. You would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong. He's a sweet, respectable man. He would never lock up an innocent girl.
Even though everyone else is saying he would?
If I don't believe in him, then who will?
So you are more than acquaintances. You really have that much faith in his goodness. Then tell us that after you've seen what he's done. Pauline.
Assuming, hypothetically, that there really is someone in the tower. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun. I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face.
Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So you tell him to stop, he might actually listen.
Please, Sister Marie. Help us set the saintess free.
Your ability to trust someone is so complete. Your ability to trust someone so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn into blind faith, it'll come back and bite you in the ass. old friend of mine might be held prisoner right now. And you expect me to just scamper on home?
Go.
She's a little too innocent, perhaps. I don't think her faith is entirely blind. You are a woman who's capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you'll place your complete faith in one man, but that hasn't stopped you from considering what you should do with your own life. You're never short-sighted.
We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about it? Give me some time. Until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do.
As you wish.
So, is all that really true?
It is.
How do you know any of that, though?
Because... what store should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again?
Forget it. It's not that important. Pipsqueak ain't the one to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if we get the door open and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done.
So you believe me?
You're not lying, are you?
No, I'm not.
Then that's that. The frustrating part is, winning over a whore isn't going to get you very far towards fixing anything.
That's not true. Just knowing you believe me is reassuring.
If you say so.
Could I ask you something? You did come in here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key, without which we cannot get into the tower. My gut tells me you're the one who's going to make that possible.
Why would you think that?
Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably bound together.
Our souls? Don't even joke.
I know that's how it sounds, but that's the only way.
Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right. I came here looking for the Lord. There's rumors going around saying he's been seen coming in and out of the church here. So I figured I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in.
You... what?
What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me?
No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him?
Why? What, are you not from around here? Well, you should know he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny he's done wonders for the economy. The city's a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money and you can buy citizenship. But for the people who've lived here our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the help the most, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap's getting bigger by the day. While the main streets looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death on the back streets. He tore down this vineyard that's been around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other city. But where does that leave everyone who can't afford it?
That reminds me, in the third door, ran some other company's factory out of business for its own profit. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle?
The merchants, especially those who came in from other cities, get treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies.
I see. So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him, then.
Pretty much.
What would killing one man accomplish, though?
Not much, probably. It'd make me feel a hell of a lot better, though.
You don't actually know the Lord in person, then?
I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this... oh, what do you call it? Inextricably linked souls crap. No fucking thank you.
Curious that she met him. Morgana mentioned seeing prostitute at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them, then?
Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about Pauline. Frankly, her being a nun doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me.
What do you mean?
I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly this pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremony, nothing more to it.
She appears to be quite devout to me.
I'm thinking something had to have made her that way. Forced her into the role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds, though, so we never really got along. But she was always talking about how when she left the orphanage, she'd find the perfect man, fall in love, get married. You could practically see the hearts in her eyes. They'd buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. It'd be a happy family. Warm. Peaceful. And every time she told me this, I'd snort and tell her she needed to get herself a more original dream, at which point she'd start crying and calling me mean.
Wow. Marie was an impressively jaded 10-year-old girl.
She was a girl in love with love. And now she's a bloody nun. I guess it kind of makes sense as to an extension of her unwavering trust shtick. But I mean, come on. Surely she could have chosen someone better to put that trust in. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as unreceptive as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all the shit I gave her about it.
You know, you're making it very hard to tell whether you like her or not.
Don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyway, I think I'll head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I can do. Guards aren't even gonna believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making accusations about the damned Lord. That part's gonna be a real bitch, I figure. If there's anything I can do, let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off.
It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you.
Don't worry. This is my home turf. Besides, if someone did attack, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. And overpower you at that.
Worst part is, she's probably right. But you're certain, very well.
I appreciate the thought. See ya.
Hold on a second.
Something else you needed?
I'd like if you could, for you to tell me about the last time you spent with Morgana. Anything you can, no matter how insignificant it may seem. I know what kind of life she had there.
How's tomorrow sound?
Tomorrow?
I'll sneak into the courtyard tomorrow night. Meet me there and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why not now, though?
No real reason. Just need a little time to sort things through. See you tomorrow night. Stay warm.
Not even a chance to get another word in. Also, I feel like I'm dressed much warmer than her. Tomorrow night. That doesn't leave us with much time. Giselle? Giselle?
What? Hello. What is it?
You've been so quiet. I was getting concerned. It's good to know you're still here.
Guess I sort of dozed off a bit. I'm fine though. No need to worry.
Are you sure?
I think we should head back too. We've done about everything we can today.
You're right. Running into Maria was a great stroke of luck. Thanks to her, we now have confirmation that the nun is indeed Pauline. I have potentially convinced Pauline to try to talk to the swordsman.
Depending on how things pan out tomorrow, we could be getting very close to accomplishing our goal. I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing, just like with Mell.
Certainly hope so.
So before you go to sleep, do you want to talk for a bit?
Of course. In fact, I was about to ask you the same thing.
It's what you say, but on the inside, you actually enjoy being surrounded by girls more than talking to me, don't you?
You seem to enjoy teasing me.
I'm just kidding.
Truthfully, I don't think I ever wished you were there to save me more than then. I've never been comfortable in such spirited environments.
Put 3 women in a room together and it'll get like that, yeah. It can be overstimulating.
Could not have been more out of my element.
I don't know. You seem to fit in pretty well to me.
You really think so?
You made for a great plaything.
Oh yes, I'm quite good at that, aren't I? I will say, there was one thing about the whole affair that surprised me.
Oh? What would that be?
I didn't expect we'd be able to have such a normal social interaction, and not because I'm awkward or a poor conversationalist. Most of my life I was cursed, irregular, and you're the only one who didn't treat me like that. It can't be what I saw as normal. As such, being able to participate in a social gathering like that is a very exotic sensation. Feels almost like it shouldn't be possible.
You are normal, Michelle. An ordinary man.
This right here. This is what I wish I always had in life. For me to finally attain it in my death. Though I suppose lamenting the details would make me ungrateful. I'm glad to have the experience, though.
I'm glad to hear it. So, I know I've been talking about how much I want to save Morgana, and that hasn't changed. Neither has my desire to change everyone's future. But if you want to leave this place, go somewhere far away and have a life of your own, you have my full support. You've got everything you ever wanted. You have the right to choose to stay here, live in this time,
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm not gonna leave you trapped in that darkness. Or not make the same mistake twice. Regardless, there's no point in me choosing a life without you there as well, in the flesh.
Okay then. Well, I'll be in here waiting.
Hopefully not for long. I really think Morgana and I have a great deal in common.
What?
One, the daughter of God, one, a demon child. We're both forced into inhuman roles, living lives of solitude, constantly having things we care about taken away from us, including, ultimately, our lives. The big difference between me and her is that I had you. If you hadn't been there at the end of my mortal life, perhaps I too would have grown to despise those who have put me through such misery, curse their very souls. She had no one, though. Not a single person to be there for her final days.
From what she told us, though, her life wasn't all sorrow and misery. She did eventually come to find happiness in her time at the brothel.
In fact, she even said it was where she learned to experience joy. I know there were a number of girls there. If Maria was one of them she was particularly close with, perhaps her being here could have had a positive effect on Morgana.
We'll have to see what she says tomorrow night.
That we will. And the time limit's noon the next day. So we need to have everything necessarily figured out by then. I think it would take for her to have a change of heart.
I'm not worried one bit. I have complete confidence in you, Michelle.
I am somewhat worried.
What's there to worry about? Here, I'll shout, "You can do it!" 100 times.
So you're planning to cheer me to death?
I just want every last bit of you to know I'm rooting for you.
I assure you, you've made that abundantly clear.
Hey. There was something I wanted to tell you, if that's alright?
Yes?
When I learned about your past, about your body, it came as a big shock to me. That said, I'm confident you know that my feelings for you haven't changed one bit.
I do.
But what I want you to know is that even if I had found out back then, instead of after having waited hundreds of years for you to return, my feelings still wouldn't have changed. If you had told me while we were alive, I would have still accepted you. Now, of course, I know it's not something you could have come out with so easily, especially considering everything you went through because of it. We only lived together for a little over a year, and we were only partners for a month. So I understand how difficult it would have been to think I wouldn't push you away. But I'm not sure you grasped just how much I loved you even then. My wounds ran deeper than even I knew. And them fully healing was simply not possible. Anyone else's touch, anyone else's warmth, my heart and body would have rejected. I sincerely wish I had expressed that to you more clearly. That it had to be you. That I needed you.
I did believe at the time that I could start over with you. That we could have a normal life together. Or well, I fooled myself into believing it. I could never rid myself of the guilt and shame. How it was impossible for me to give that to you. I would imagine our future together. You, smiling with our children in your arms, playing with them, scolding them, teaching them. Then I would remember I am incapable of giving you those children, of even engaging in that prerequisite acts. And the more I wish for your happiness, the tighter that guilt constricted me. I do apologize for not saying anything.
You carried far more weight than any one person should ever have to carry alone. But you don't have to do that anymore. For one, I'll support you no matter what. And in this time, you're normal to everyone, not only me. You have allies. You don't have to take everything on yourself anymore. I love you, Michelle. I do. I absolutely adore you.
Where's this coming from?
I wanted to say it, so I did. Is that a problem?
No, no problem.
You're blushing, aren't you? Your cheeks are as red as tomatoes. Wish I could see you now.
I'm going to open the window.
Why? It's night. It's gonna be cold.
Exactly. I need to cool down.
What are you eyeing at?
It's the spring snow. It's gorgeous. There's hardly a cloud when I was outside earlier, and now it's snowing.
Are you worried Maria might catch something out in this weather?
Hopefully she's in bed by now. I've never seen it snow in the spring before. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to what lay beyond the dark walls of that house.
Maybe.
Have you
Have I
seen a springtime snow before?
3 or 4 times, perhaps? Not so very often, no.
So you have seen this before already.
Would it have been better if I hadn't?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just thought it would be nice if it was the first time for both of us.
Sound like a little kid.
Is it that childish? Well, I don't mind either way. I'm so glad my first time seeing it isn't alone. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Those specks of light drifting through the darkness?
Yes. I can see it. It's beautiful. I'm happy I could see this with you too. You don't want the wind to cool you off too much now. I think it's time for you to warm back up.
Sorry, I was so engrossed by that sight.
Maybe it'll stick and you can see it again tomorrow. The grounds would be quite lovely covered in snow. But for now, you should get some sleep.
I suppose.
You already passed out once today. You need to make sure you're well rested.
Hard to argue with that. I'll be counting on your help again tomorrow. Our success or failure depends on how tomorrow goes.
That it does. Let's make it count.
Good night, Giselle.
Good night, Michelle.
Huh? My head. Feels like someone drove a spike through it. What's going on? Am I in the cellar? What? My hands are tied behind my back? Ugh. What am I doing down here? Ugh. Wait. Giselle? Giselle? Say something, Giselle! Unable to make any sort of sense out of my circumstances, it's not long after I regain consciousness that panic begins to sink in. The most unsettling thing of all, the most frightening detail, is the fact that I can't hear a voice.
Awake, are we?
Are you the one who brought me here?
What, you don't remember this morning?
Morning. Right. I woke up because I heard someone enter the room. And then he hit me over the head.
You're not dead at least. That's good.
What do you hope to accomplish by tying me up and bringing me down here?
Remember what I said last night at supper? About me putting on a little sideshow for you?
What?
I was reenacting the Last Supper with you as the guest of honor.
Oh, now I see. You were asking if I had any family or friends. You're trying to find out if anyone would notice if I disappeared. If anyone would make any noise.
You're sharper than you look. If only you'd caught on yesterday.
Please, Giselle, say something. Giselle! Why won't you answer me? Why can't I hear your voice? Why can't I feel you there?
You're a quiet one. I thought you'd be a little louder.
What made you decide to get rid of me? Did the nun say something?
She has nothing to do with this. I have permission from the Lord to act at my own discretion. Should I come across anyone acting suspicious.
This doesn't seem the least bit wrong to you?
I wouldn't say that. You're an acquaintance's friend who made a long trip to come see him, and I have you tied up in the cellar. That's not what I would consider right, no. But seeing as you're good enough friends for him to let you stay here, I assume he's also spilled everything. He never had what it took, that boy. If I were to guess, it got to be too much for him to handle, so he went to a friend, to you.
Even out of this.
I see. So how much did he tell you? If you come clean, I might even let you go. Get rid of him. Have you take his place.
I said, leave him out of this!
So you're determined not to talk, are you? What a loyal friend.
Listen to me!
Listen! Oh, I'm listening. Because you have a lot of talking to do. I don't have many chances to let loose. So I'll be taking as much time as I can get today.
He said it in an eerily flat tone of voice as he draws nearer, pausing between each step as if to taunt me. When he reaches me, struggling to get off the ground, he slams his heel into my shoulder.
Not being able to use your hands makes you appreciate how much easier it is to stand up when you can, doesn't it?
Help! Someone, please, help!
Don't waste your energy. No one ever comes back this far. And the door is so heavy, your screams would never make it out. But that's the least of your worries. The door to the cellar's been locked, and the only key is right here. There's no getting in. If you can run fast enough, you might have a chance of making it to the door and escaping. Wanna test your luck? I doubt you can make it.
pushed the full weight of his body into his heel, pressing down on my spine, turning my breath into gasping sputters. I gathered together all my strength, but even that isn't enough to overpower him.
Now, you're going to tell me everything. What are you and the boys scheming? What's your endgame? Who else is in on it?
Damn it! I don't have many options here. What could I do even in this situation?
Tell me what I want to know. And maybe I'll let you live.
Guess I've no choice. I'm telling the truth. Alright, fine. I'll tell you everything. Just know that this is some attempt to beg for mercy. I came to this mansion in order to unlock the door to the observation tower and free Morgana. Mell was not the one who told me about her, though. I went to him and asked for his assistance. He didn't have to tell me because I already knew. Both about her, what you're doing to her, stealing her blood and making medicine from it.
Who told you that?
Morgana did. Morgana's soul told me everything. I'm not from this time. I live in a time after her death. It takes me several moments to process what just happened. A fire runs up my arm from my little finger, only turning to pain when it finally reaches my brain. I twist my head back to see the man on top of me, holding my right hand. My finger snapped backwards at the second joint.
I'll ask you again. Who told you?
Morgana did. She dies on the day of the Harvest Festival.
Next up is your ring finger. And then your middle, if you insist on keeping this up.
I'm telling you the truth! She bears so much hatred. She casts a curse on your souls. I've seen what happens in your next life.
Now you're resorting to souls and next lives? I'm genuinely impressed. What lies are you going to cook up next, white-haired knave?
If I don't set Morgana free, your soul to be enslaved for all eternity, imprisoned in this cursed mansion. When the bell tolls noon, on the day of the Harvest Festival, you'll lose everything, all your will. You cannot escape unless you do something. And the nun, the reason you locked up Morgana in the first place, she won't be safe either. She'll be killed.
Two fingers left. Can you keep up the act that long?
Everything I'm saying is the truth. I've seen it all. My own two eyes.
Why are you so insistent on maintaining this farce? Is it to protect the boy? Or do you have some other motive?
Every last word is true.
Continuing to lie isn't going to make this any easier. Your voice is shaking. The pain's starting to get to you, isn't it?
What are you doing to Morgana? It achieves nothing. You must release her and atone for your sins. Otherwise your soul, the souls of those you care about, would be doomed to suffering.
I see what this is now. You don't have the information I want, so all you can do is spin these lies.
You thick-skulled bastard!
There are other options, though. Beg me for mercy. Sob like a little child, sniveling your "please don't kill me" and "I don't want to die" and "it hurts so bad, please stops." Grovel on the ground, you tiny pathetic man. And if you entertain me, maybe I'll consider it.
I would never shed another tear. I would never beg for your damn mercy. Nothing I said to you has been a lie. Some cheap attempt to fool you into letting me go. Every word of it is true. I know the sin you burden your soul with. I know the fate that waits you in the next life. I would gladly tell you every detail.
You're down to just your thumb. Now go on, if you're so eager to tell me. Let's hear about my supposed next life, shall we?
In your next life, you lose your memory in an accident, causing you to forget your own humanity. The innate savagery you normally kept hidden beneath the mask is released, unrestricted. You turn into a creature no more then. No, you turn to a beast.
My mask.
You murdered countless people, including women you once called your lover.
Lover?
Hers is the name you know very well. Pauline, your tether.
My tether? How
Because
do you
I know everything.
that?
I know what you wanted. I know what you never ever to attain. You idolize humanity. You yearn for peace.
You're telling me I killed a nun in my next life?
I am! That is the fate that lies waiting for you. Your love for you is so strong, she refuses to believe you're dead. She leaves her seaside hometown in search of you, and she finds you. But you slaughter her.
Did you say she lived in a city on the sea?
In addition to her, you also lose someone else. A woman who tried to give you the peace you so desired, would eventually cause you to succumb entirely to instinct.
Enough! Alright, fine. Now I know what you are. You're no mere seasoned liar. You're some kind of evil spirit that deceives humans. You're peering into my heart, tailoring your lies specifically to manipulate me.
I am not. I swear. I've seen everything that happens.
Enough!
There's a chance. You can change your fate. All you have to do is cease your involvement in Morgana's imprisonment. Set her free. Allay the hatred she bears for you.
Are you deaf? I said I've heard enough!
Release Morgana. Save your soul. Give her a better future.
Silence! I think I'll take your arm off first. Cut right through the shoulder. Nice and slowly.
Don't.
It'll still be attached for a while yet. Don't you worry. You hear that, spirit? That's the sound of your flesh ripping apart. The sound of your muscles being severed. Not going to be doing much talking anymore, are you? Not through the pain, you aren't. Plead for your life, spirit. Beg for mercy. Admit it was all a sham. Apologize. Let the room fill with your cries of agony.
Nothing was a sham. Even the last word. They saw the truth.
I don't care who or what you are anymore. Shinderu!
You will do no such thing! Get back! You will not harm him further.